articulates. Right, I'm sure you know. Articulates. Yeah. Liberal. Studio. Dream. Check it. So many open doors. It's hard to ignore. Every year was my year, but this year I'm sure. They're on a virtual tour. Gal them a bubble to the floor. Every year was my year, but this year I'm sure. The storm is here, but it won't stay. Where there is a will, there must be a way. Me have to win, come what may. Clasp my hands every day, I pray. Nah, I can lose cause me not confused. Every time positivity me choose. So many open doors, it's hard to ignore. Every year was my year, but this year I'm sure. They're on a virtual tour. Gal them a bubble to the floor. Every year was my year, but this year I'm sure. Lyrics are pour from me heart. Tunes for you climb up the chart. Destiny create me path. Remain humble, don't exalt. Lockdown life rough. We can't do too much. Wait till COVID up. A big dance we a bus. Make sure you prepare yourself. Cause when the clock strike 12, things get dark, dark start back. You a go ball out hell. So many open doors, it's hard to ignore. Every year was my year, but this year I'm sure. They're on a virtual tour. Gal them a bubble to the floor. Every year was my year, but this year I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Welcome to Coreum Community DAO show today. What are we going to call it? I was going to change the title on the fly, but it didn't work. Hey guys, just doing a quick live stream here tonight. I'm your host, Chris, Coreum Concepts, joining from the beautiful Monastery Mountains on this 6th of June, 2024. See, you got a few in the house already. Bibby's here. Gert, welcome. Saucy Mater, good to see you, Saucy. Going to give you a shout out in today's show. Hopefully you can stick around for a bit. Got lots to celebrate in the Coreum community, DAO community here today. So yeah, just live stream, AMA, any questions, anything you want me to look into, chat. If it stays quiet, the group I got here, maybe we'll test out streaming from the Discord or something like that, throwing the Discord voice chat on here, something like that, testing that out. We could play around, just hanging out, having some fun, some exciting things going on in the market here. So yeah, let's just dive into her and see what we can stumble our way into here. If you need to learn about staking on the Coreum network, what we're doing at the Coreum Community DAO Validator, there's going to be a few ways you can learn about that, but one of them is to check out our website at coreumcommunitydao.com, and all the resources are there for that. You can also check out the profile, myweb3.me, Coreum Concepts, Coreum Community DAO, and find all that good stuff there too. All right. This weekend on the Superledger podcast is going to be another interesting one indeed. We have Eric from Astrovault coming on the show again, just to speak specifically to Astrovault and what he's building there. He's got something unique, I think, and I'm excited to learn more about it. And it's just got an interesting take on tokenomics and a few other things that are going on in the ecosystem. So there'll be a lot to dive into. Very interesting thought leader in the space. So if you have any questions, be a good time to get up and ask them of him. Great guy to talk to. So I hope you can join us at the Superledger podcast this Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern, as usual. All right, Smart Stake Analytics, 340,819,574 Coreum are currently locked up on the network, representing 58.3% of the supply, and it is growing steadily every day. And you can see the pending undelegations is at an extremely low number, just over 500,000. It's been quite some time since that's been that low. So everybody's hanging on to their Coreum, guys. So I don't know if that's a sign that things are going to start moving up here soon or not, but things are fairly stable, and the locked up tokens continue to increase, heading towards a goal of 65 to 70% as per discussion with Reza. All right, Coreum Community DAO has moved into the 21 position in voting power with 4.2 million tokens locked up, representing 1.24% of the voting power. Commissions 3%. All that goes back to Treasury for community initiatives and growth. And we appreciate the 277 unique delegates that are staking on our validator. All right, so not much change otherwise. I see 007 Coreum's made a move up into third position there. Strong move here this month. Likely to do Zoo, Macy, and Foster. You see they raised up to 1%. They've been at 0 for a long time. So 007 Coreum's probably catching some of those. And Bruges, good friend, Ali, is making some big moves into deep into the top 10 now, is in sixth position. So great guy, and couldn't be happier to see him succeed in his endeavors in our ecosystem. So yeah, looking around, otherwise not much changing there. Everything seems fairly stable and running good so far. Yeah, nothing even different at the bottom here. So it's been a while since we've gone through them, but not much to report at this time. All right, checking in with the markets. Total crypto market cap is at 2.56 trillion. Hasn't moved much in the last couple of days. And gold is trending higher at $2,385. And silver trending higher also, $31.45. And it's no surprise DXY would be under some pressure there, 104.091. And Bitcoin 71,192, trending higher, as you can see here. Interesting pennant developing there, channel, depending how you look at it. XRP running sideways, still just over 52 cents. And Coreum, a little volatile last little while, but still sitting just above the 10-cent mark. Very stable last few days. And Sologenic running pretty much sideways also at 11.72. Same story with Atom, running sideways, $8.62. Good friends at OmniFlix, trading just below 15 cents, 14.3. And crypto stocks, fairly volatile last few days. Coinbase is surging higher lately. All right, heading over to Pulsera. checking in on the pools there, just over $2.5 million in total liquidity provided. That's sliding downwards from the highs of late just over 3 million we got to. But there is some teasers out there of something to do with liquidity. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Might spark some renewed interest in the DAX. The DAX has been running great, no problems there. Just surge of liquidity in, and has just been kind of running sideways ever since. But running sideways without any problems. That being said, so good to see. Been nice to see some new excitement and interest into the platform. Indeed, there has been no new proposals of late that I'm aware of. No, still preparation for dual rewards, which is a powerful tool. We have spoke to that in previous episodes. And on the IBC network, very quiet here, 24-hour volume, just over 15,000. Quiet indeed on all fronts. You can see the trading volume here, 1.762 million last 24 hours. Market cap of just under $60 million. Volumes have been going down. Unique delegators is picking up very small numbers still daily. XRP scan, 5.408 million XRP locked up. So getting close to that 11 million worth of XRP on the AMM. So as you can see, that is certainly trending higher indeed. Good to see. 535 active pools, as you can see there. And this MAG XRP is one of the largest pools. I'm not even sure what this MAG is. I haven't snooped around here too much. Okay, activated by it's Whitebit's hot wallet. There we go. Makes sense. All right. And then the other thing of note is the amendments have been updated. And as you can see here, you got Price Oracle with some voters already. Fix empty DID. Fix cross-chain reward rounding. Fix previous transaction ID. And fix AMM V11. So I assume that's related to why you can see also these are all under Ripple 2.20. And the cross-chain bridge and digital identifier have been going backwards actually for the last several weeks. It just went down to 10 here the last couple of days. So I assume these fixes are maybe addressing something beyond that with the latest version. So not too sure on that. I'll keep my eyes open, see what I can learn. But the way I'm looking at this initially, at least, is that these may become irrelevant, and these are the ones that we need to focus on. All right, we'll check in with comments here. See, Saucy and Baby are going at it. I am streaming live on X and YouTube at the same time. The comments do find their way here from either platform. So if you have any questions, want me to jump into something, just drop a note. And otherwise, we're just going to hang out and go through some news. Some of which provided by partner of Coreum Community DAO here and co-host Quite Often Articulate. This is a great story here yesterday. The managing director, global head of DTCC Digital Assets, Nadine Shakar, speaks about smart token technology at a recent hearing entitled Next Generation Infrastructure, How Tokenization of Real World Assets Will Facilitate Efficient Markets. Let's check in with this.
Tokenized securities are real world assets, and several of you addressed that as you spoke, and the chairman mentioned, short squeezes, one in particular. But if you think about the utility of a tokenized security, people will say, yeah, there's certainly utility in custody. It's hard to claim multiple shares. That's one of the problems in a short squeeze. Is there an imbalance in the shares that are pledged? We've dealt with that on any number of issues and in a novel way with MMLTP. But when you look at the implications for securities, people, I think, are building a fallacy that somehow high frequency trading is going to move to blockchain, and people will recognize there are some limitations on certain structures for blockchain in terms of execution. So could some of our witnesses address tokenized securities and some of the implications and opportunities there? Mr. Carr.
Sure. Thank you, Congressman, for the question. To your point, it does require building an infrastructure that is interoperable, which will allow these tokens to move on different networks. And it does require that it starts with compliance as the underlying principle and build up from there. So we do believe it'll become a network of blockchains. It's not one blockchain that will rule them all. There is technology today that allows us to incorporate compliance and rules and make a token a smart token that allows us to actually ensure that a lot of the compliance, AML, KYC sanctions.
But fundamentally, it definitely prevent the double spend problem.
Well, it does it from a perspective that you need a good control location, an entity like DTCC that's actually ensuring that these assets are encumbered, they're not being double spent, to ensure that the integrity and making sure that people have confidence in these tokens that are being. So that is why we keep saying it's the same asset, same risk, same principles, same regulation that will allow us to ensure security and trust in the system.
How do you see that in public versus private?
Private assets?
Yep.
So on the private side, the markets are a lot more liquid and more mature. So what you're seeing there is more efficiency, more speed. On the private side, as Chairman Hill had asked, we do see that shorter settlement cycles. We can take a lot more cost out of the process. We can increase frequency of trading, which eventually would lead to more liquidity. So there are benefits on both sides of the equation.
Thank you, Mr.
So that was powerful testimony there. In my opinion, there's not too many people that talk about smart tokens out there. So a lot of that terminology that we're used to also used in there, interoperability and multi-chain. Yeah, a lot going on there. So that was testimony from the head of the DTCC digital assets. So if we look at that, we'll just take a quick look here. Didn't have that one ready. I just kind of thought of it while I was watching here, but let's see what we could find out here. Just hoping to there we go. So the thing I was going to show, it came up on the Zen Lounge post. I think it was Clayton pointed it out. A good friend of the community, Otto Nino, has surfaced in this story here. Why is that? Disappeared from the Sologenic project fairly quietly. And where is he now? 1 year, 1 month, just after Cornova, DCCC digital assets, digital asset directory. So what is that? Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. 50 years experience. DTCC is the premier post-trade market infrastructure for the global financial services industry from 20 locations around the world. DTCC, through its subsidiaries automates, centralizes, and where do we go? The processing of financial transactions, mitigating risks, increasing transparency, enhancing performance, and driving efficiency for thousands of broker dealers, custodian banks, and asset managers. Industry owned and governed, the firm innovates purposely, simplifying the complexities of clearing, settlement, asset servicing, transaction processing, trade reporting, and data services across asset classes, and bringing increased security, enhanced resilience, and soundness to financial markets. In 2022, DTCC subsidiaries processed securities transactions valued at 2.5 quadrillion, and its depository subsidiary provided custody and asset servicing for securities issued from over 150 countries and territories valued at $72 trillion. DTCC's global trade repository service through locally registered, licensed, or approved trade repositories process more than 17.5 billion messages annually. To learn more, please visit us. So interesting connection there. Obviously, going back to the testimony given today by the global head of DTCC Digital Assets, Otto's new boss. Very interesting conversation and look at things there. So then we also have the Financial Committee Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Technology and Inclusion, talking about the next generation of infrastructure, how tokenization of real-world assets will facilitate efficient markets. Oops.
Today, we're hearing from individuals actively leveraging tokenization to improve and enhance both our capital markets and our banking system. Our witnesses are helping usher in the next age of financial services into the United States, and I'm excited to learn more about the enhancements that they're actively working on, both here and abroad. I hope that we can use this hearing to understand where it makes sense for the consideration of tokenization to be utilized and the necessary regulatory and legal considerations that have to be amended or considered in order to make that more of a reality. I'm also today we're
so lots of positive trajectory as far as trying to get financial or regulatory clarity. Jury's still out if it's going to be good regulations or not, but certainly looks like there's going to be something coming down the pipe here soon. All right, and Coreum Community DAO. Saucy, I hope you're still here watching. Saucy has done a lot of work. I'll get into that here soon. But also Bibby's here. A lot of work put into the Coreum Community DAO Chronicles second volume. And all who interact with this video will be entered into a draw for one lifetime Coreum Community DAO Chronicles subscription NFT that will entitle your holder to all future issues, perks, and airdrops. So yeah, that's right. We are going to start a subscription-based model for this for those that want to support what we're doing or advertise or contribute to it. And it will also give some extra perks along the way. It will also always be free in our Discord PDF version to share. This is just more for those that want to support it and enjoy a few little extra perks and getting the issue early. So you can head over to omniflix.tv to check that out. Link is below. And when you get there, it'll look something like this. As you can see, it is getting some good traction in the last 24 hours, over 600 views. Just amazing. Can't believe the response there. So yeah, you can watch the newsletter in an MP4 type way. I've already watched it, and streaming is not going to let me do both. But I see Articulate, he's put up another video here, 6-minute long power medley featuring Twin Star, Slumlord, Striker, and Gully Cian. So I checked it out earlier. Maybe I'll play that on the way out. It's going to be a little loud maybe for late night listening, but we'll see how the show goes. And then here's what I wanted to talk about. Saucy has put together a great video here on all the Discord features, basically top to bottom. He goes through the whole thing. We'll see what it does here if I try and hit it. Imagine it'll be the same thing. Yeah, it's yeah, I didn't think it was going to work, but anyways, encourage you to check that out there. And I will be putting that video out on YouTube and in the Discord also. And while we're on the topic of OmniFlix, Flix Proposal 39 to fund DAO deployment on OmniFlix is now live. This will unlock top-notch DAO tooling in the Flixverse. So there's the proposal link there and your ways to vote on that. And I am beyond excited for that tooling to become available, not just for Coreum Community DAO, but Chris with Fight Farms, he's going to take his project to the next level with this. I can see that already. All right, and also OmniFlix from Sysla. Split on-chain royalties with your collaborators in just 2 clicks. Now in OmniFlix network. So it's a powerful new tool. So when you're collaborating with creators, you can divide up the royalties appropriately. Everything's automated. Everybody gets their proper pay. And Sandy Toes has done a great deal of work to get towards that goal. So great stuff. Another powerful tool available to OmniFlix creators. And this is where I was going to jump into the Coreum Community DAO Discord video, but we already touched on that. So I just want to say again, thank you, Saucy. He's really built that Discord up and monitors it and takes suggestions and ideas well and incorporates them in an amazing way. A ton of value in there. It's a lot to look at when you first step in. So this is just a great tool to kind of look at and see if there's something in there for you. Just as a person in the community, just finding research and ideas and community to interact with. Or if you're a project just starting up and want to get involved and to get the message out, or link to your project out of our Discord. We got plenty of projects doing that. If you're a validator, same thing. Maybe you don't have your own web page or presence online. You can certainly use it as a landing page or a place to leap off to your social media, whatever the case is. So tons of stuff there. Great video. So thanks again, Saucy, for putting that together. I will get that out on YouTube here soon. All right, another great article from Articulate about liquid staking. And this comes for, you can see here, the Pulsera has been teasing something about liquid here the last few days. And I'm pretty excited. I thought June with the summer solstice was going to be a pivotal time in the markets, and there's a lot of news and hype kind of brewing up to suggest that might in fact take place. Checking this out real quick. Liquid staking is a process that allows token holders to stake their assets in a proof of stake blockchain network, earn rewards while maintaining the flexibility to use their staked assets for other purposes. This innovative market strategy provides the benefits of traditional staking while unlocking value of staked assets for use as collateral. So it gives you flexibility, gives you enhanced liquidity, increased participation. So liquid staking may attract more participants to the Coreum network by offering the flexibility to stake tokens and use it for other activities. In summary, implementing liquid staking on the Coreum blockchain can potentially enhance liquidity for token holders and attract more participants to contribute to the security and efficiency of the network while earning rewards. The Coreum blockchain, powered by a bonded proof of stake consensus algorithm, is designed to process up to 7,000 transactions per second while remaining decentralized through a growing network of validators. Coreum is enterprise-grade blockchain that aims to meet the critical scalability, security, and interoperability needs of large enterprises. It's a great article there. And interesting timing when they're talking about smart tokens in Congress. We have round 2 of the GameStop short squeeze. Let's see if this one will play. Oh, no, it's not this slide anyways. This was earlier today. GameStop's up 33% after Roaring Kitty scheduled a YouTube live stream for tomorrow. As you can see, that should be interesting indeed. And we'll see if this here will play for us.
Of GameStop was short.
Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Price target on GameStop was $10 to $150.
I was being generous at $10. Jack. Objection to test. That isn't my question, sir. You're evading my question. Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski?
Ryan Cohen got in. He won 15%. It ain't.
There we go. So should be an interesting few weeks ahead with all that going on. And that was shared by DS. And just figured I'd capture that moment in history that we're in. And you can see here this evening it came up. It's very possible that Keith Gill, aka Roaring Kitty, aka Deep Fucking Value, is now a billionaire if GameStop GME hold above $65 tomorrow morning. Shares will be 325 million, and his calls with Ivy Explosion might be worth 699 million. A billionaire in a month. And I don't know if I kept that slide here or not. No, but in overnight trading, last I seen, if the market opens at its current spot, he will be at that 1 billion mark at that time. And coincidentally, Robinhood says that they can handle this GameStop surge. And Bitstamp has some exciting news. We're joining forces with Robinhood Crypto. Together, we will deliver an even better experience for all our customers. Between the two of us, you're in good hands. All right. And then on Robinhood's side, they say we're accelerating Robinhood's crypto's worldwide expansion. Robinhood has officially entered into an agreement to acquire Bitstamp, a global crypto exchange with customers across EU, UK, US, and Asia. Okay, and Axler Network has this post here today. Real world assets could be a $16 trillion opportunity if only they were interoperable across many private and public blockchains. How do institutions view this multi-chain challenge? And then you can see here they provide some insights. The result is a research paper called Institutional Interoperability: How Financial Institutions Navigate a Multi-Chain World. Institutions and startups contributed spotlights on the need for interoperability in tokenized assets, spotlighting paths and decisions each has implemented. All right, so you can read the paper here. Got a link to it. Not too sure if you guys want me to dive into that. It's a little bit late tonight, maybe for some reading there, but cities developing a spectrum of digital asset products, deploying a multi-asset approach across the firm's business lines. Cities' digital assets explorations expand digital money, trade, securities, custody, and asset servicing. Deutsche Bank emphasized the need for sophisticated abstraction systems that can mitigate risk of gas payments going to sanctioned entities. Such risks are heightened when systems integrate multiple blockchains. MasterCard focuses on interoperability for financial institutions across blockchain systems, applying the same paradigm it has used to connect banks via credit card payment rails. MasterCard envisions an era where information of all types exists on verifiable ledgers. Northern Trust gave a timeline on its plans for carbon credit marketplaces and digital bond custody solutions. Northern Trust predicts by 2030 its digital asset market will be up 10% of its 13 trillion assets under custody today. Only use of multiple blockchains can make this possible. Centrifuge is building a modular multi-chain architecture for tokenized assets and full real-world asset ecosystem. Goal is to deliver an experience where investors, issuers, the same simple product regardless of the underlying blockchain. An in-depth section on risk assessment and monitoring offers a path to establishing a risk framework, risk areas, and assigning key risk indicators, quantifiable metrics used to manage, monitor, and report on risk. Axler Foundation and Metrica will host a panel in the upcoming .0 forum in Zurich to discuss insights from the paper and asset tokenization challenges ahead. And you can download and email there. So interesting. Next week, Reza will be on stage with Axler at Apex talking about multi-chain ecosystem. Okay, and this is of interest here. Greg Kidd, those in the XRP community would be familiar with him. Comes from the original PayPal mafia there. Found Ripple by sitting at a poker table. Calls himself the Forrest Gump of the financial industry. Always finds himself at the right place. So knowing all of that, here we go. He says, it's official. Congrats to the team at Vast Bank. And let's just see what that's about. I think I heard he's also running for Senate also. Oh, I'm not going to get in here. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Oh, well, there goes that. There goes that. Well, that didn't work as hoped. Anyways, eyes on Greg Kidd. Pay attention to what's going on in his world. Okay, back to the XRPL. See, Jake Claver shares here exciting news for XRP holders. The XRP Ledger Amendment XLS 47D is set to revolutionize the use of price oracles, offering a game-changing update that will impact the crypto world. Stay tuned for an in-depth explanation of this significant development. See if this one will go.
In this video, we're going to get into what I think the second most important amendment for the XRPL is over the next year. And why it matters to you. In a previous video, I talked about what I believe the most it's currently been proposed. And so what this does is allows for Chainlink, the FTSO, which is the flare.
Oh, there it goes. It was doing so good. Oh, well. We tried. Interesting. There you go. So oracles are important. I think Bibby in a previous episode we dove into oracles a little bit, but Coreum network obviously working with band protocol for similar. Certainly hearing a lot more about Chainlink these days. I don't even know what the price of Chainlink is anymore. I remember when it ran up years ago though, but I haven't followed it in some time, but you certainly hear more and more about it. And checking in with Patrick Riley. Interesting story here. It's by far one of the more interesting guests I've had on the podcast. Certainly left me with as many questions or more than I had in the several hours that we spoke. Looks like there's a good chance we're going to get together for another round of that podcast conversation based on some conversations on X here today. But soon after we got into that, this came out and I found it interesting. I haven't looked into it deeply yet, but he's an interesting character, and I'm going to take a look at this here for interest's sake. So it says, I need your help. I'm releasing a technology which is an immediate danger to my life. This technology includes over unity generator. He says it's got proven physics. And again, this is Patrick Riley. He is the president of Atom Industries, behind the Ascension program, the Reaper token, Pillar, several other ones there. And did have him on the podcast a while back. Very, very engaging episode for sure. Encourage you to check that out. But to continue on, ionic drive circuit, quantum helisphere, and faster than light. He says, I'm presenting these at Quantum Summit 1776.com on June 8th. Prior to travel, I'm releasing the designs, as historically every person who's released this technology has been murdered by the government, JP Morgan, or oil cartels, or some other cabal. I've taken the initiative to mint the designs to multiple blockchains as NFTs. In order for the powers that be to remove these designs, they must take down the XRP Ledger, ETH Network, Solana, BNB Smart Chain, Tezos, Wax, IVAX, Cardano, Polygon, Cosmos, Stellar, and others I'm not even disclosing. Whether I live or die is largely dependent on the people sharing the designs. To ensure it's too late to suppress them, I have multiple dead drops with additional disruptive to the current world order technologies that will release in the event of my death. Please view, download, share, even remit these designs at your pleasure. If just 100 people remit these, the idea will be unkillable. They are intentionally unpatented and open sourced. Build on them as you please. Be good people in the application of this technology. NFTs minted on the XRPL, viewable, free for all. Let's see what that looks like. I sat in an X space of his there since we were on that podcast, and it left me with a pile of questions. They're talking about his AI program that they are doing, and it is pretty wild. All right, what do we got here? Wow, what did we stumble onto here? I'll accept some cookies. What do we got? Interesting. Oh, you guys aren't seeing this. Sorry, guys. Gapped out on that. I'm over here checking stuff out just in. So this is the Reaper financial page. Seen that before. Where did we get out of here? That's where we were here. That's where I came to. Off that article, it was a link to here. So there you go. Interesting stuff. I'll definitely looking for a follow-up after that. And then the other thing I've never even heard of Quantum Summit 1776. What do we got here? June 8th, 9th, 2024. All right, it's Cape Canaveral. Delving into groundbreaking topics that are shaping the future landscape of finance and the global economy. So explore digital assets such as silver, XRP, XLM, XDC, and delve into the transformative concepts of Nazera Jazera. I see. Okay. Discover the insights on Debt Jubilee. Okay. I see. Interesting. So he's speaking at this conference, dropping all these technologies. So You can check that out there. I don't know what you're going to find when you dive into that. I just thought it was worthy of mention. He's a very intelligent and interesting character indeed. I look forward to having him back on the podcast. Obviously, this is just one topic all in itself, not even to mention any of his, I think, 6-7 projects that it's undergo. Yeah, we'll have to pick a lane and stick with it for a show here and run with it. So if you're watching this and have any topics that you prefer me to talk to Patrick Riley about when he's on the show again next, drop them in here. And I'll be sure to take it into account as that opportunity nears. All right. Astrovault, as I said, this weekend, Superledger podcast. Eric from Astrovault is going to be on the show. He is the man behind the Astrovault DEX, and how that's relevant is the LSE token. Where is it? There we go. Coreum Community DAO Partners Lunar Space launched the LSE token on Archway and did an outbid campaign, and it is on Astrovault. You can see it's currently trading at just over 1 cent. I think at the first round it was trading for about 0.007. So it is in the green from launch. What are we, 3 weeks down the road? So good to see. Not too much action, but good to see it in good standing. All right. I'll just check the comments here, see if there's any questions before we wind things down here today. Bibby says my router's smoking. Yeah, it having a tough time here today with everything that's going on. And indeed. And so if it was frozen, that's just because it's operator error. I could probably use a second set of hands on a job like this at a time of day that it is. But we're just here having fun anyways, right? All right, we'll check back over with the markets here real quick. Not much change there, as we can see. All right, I think that is it here for today. Just wanted to mainly touch on the Roaring Kitty. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. Is it going to go higher? Have you got some buy orders there for morning? They're talking. I wish I seen that post. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's see. It should be right here. Huh. No, it didn't. Oh, well. Did not find what I was looking for. So we will just end it with that. And, geez, I didn't even run any banners today. It's been a long day. It's late at night. These things happen. Good thing I'm the boss here, I guess. We will leave. What do we leave with here? We'll just leave with a short one. Caution you to turn your speakers down. This one's pretty intense for this time of night. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the channel. Hope you can join us Sunday on the Superledger podcast. Lots to be learned there with Astrovault. And there's some other things we're going to announce there on the weekend around that. Some exciting things coming up in the community. So tune in for that. Head to our Discord. Don't forget to get your myweb3.me profile set up. You can check mine, the Coreum Community DAOs, Coreum Concepts, everything. We all got profiles set up there. Powerful tool. Hoping you check that out. And we will leave you with a short little commercial on Coreum Community DAO Validator. Thanks for all your support. Peace and prosperity to you all.